Hey all, it's
Morning.
Nardi and Chris, and this is the Daily Espresso, short shots of big business ideas. And today I've got a cracker for you because I'm sick of dealing with this as an accountant, where we've got to deal with our clients who fail to understand that they need to run their business
Into the camera.
off their cash flow statement.
Stop looking at yourself.
and not off their P&L. All right, your profit and loss ain't shit until your cash flow says that you're cash flow positive. All right, let's start with that as the preface. If I've rattled you, good. Too bad.
Ooh,
that's what's going to
let's
happen.
keep walking.
Now, I'm tired of working with clients or working with people that are behind in their taxes, they're behind in their paying their super, they're behind in paying employees, they're behind in paying key suppliers. And I'll tell you why I'm sick of that. Because it's about time, and I'm sick of clients potentially, or not clients, just businesses, and hearing the sad stories of complaints. We don't have the money. We never had the money. The problem is that you don't have the money is simply because you're not provisioning and allocating for it. And that's what you need to do. When money comes in, you need to allocate and provision for those key things. The first thing you need to provision for is profit, okay? I want your business to be profitable, and you're only going to do that if you provision profit from your sales as soon as it comes in. Now, for those out there that have gone out there and set up a separate account in Australia, a GST account, to hold your taxes, to hold PAYG withholding from your employees, to hold superannuation, you're awesome. Give yourselves a pat on the back because you're doing fantastic stuff, and you're running your business from a compliance point really well. Why I'm saying the compliance point's really important is because if you've ever thought of which creditor out there has got the power to come in and shut your business down, who's got the power to come in and take everything away, who's got the power to come in and take your personal assets or sue you personally, it's the tax office. And super, GST, PAYG, tax is all owed and payable and dependent on and comes back to the tax office and giving them power. Don't give them power to take away your business from you. Now, how are you going to challenge and combat that? How are you going to, make that go away? How are you going to make that never be a problem? Simple. You're going to work and run off your cash flow, and you're going to use what they call, a profit first or a provisioning method first in your business. How are you going to do that? Think of it this way. Start with money coming in. Bang, you've made a sale. Congratulations, someone's paid you. You're going to split out immediately how much profit you want to make out of your business for that year. All right, break that down in a percentage of sales and then split that out. Now, I've read a book where people have gone to the extent, and there's a profit first method where that gets pushed straight into another bank account that you can't see or touch. That's cool if you've got the discipline and you need that and you can do it. But the big one is, and just to start, is start provisioning your tax immediately. Don't wait for a magic moment. Grab your GST component. It's easy. It's 1/11 of the sales come in typically. Grab your grab your PAYG. You see that every time you do your payroll. If you've got a great payroll system like say Xero, and grab your super that you're paying your employees. Now, these things are typically due 3 months in advance. Don't be surprised. Don't impact your cash flow by getting surprised and all of a sudden putting yourself in a position where you owe money to the tax office and you feel like you can't grow. You can't grow your business off your profit and loss, because your profit and loss is going to report everything except those figures. It's going to report everything. It's not going to show those figures as something owing. It's going to make you feel like you're profitable and you're doing great things. And then you're going to look at your cash flow, and then you're going to look at it every 3 months, and you're going to feel like you've just had the rug pulled out from underneath you and you've incapacitated your business. And that's going to stress you out, and you're going to forget about making sales, and you're going to forget about building your business and driving your business. Move into a provisioning method. Move into a system where you're actually provisioning for your GST, for your PAYG, for your super. Every single time an event triggers where you need to, you're increasing your liability, push it aside, use it to your advantage. Expect that that's not your money, because it's not, and focus on your business and focus on your sales and focus on your profit. If you can work on that, sales, provision for profit, provision for the tax person, provision for your own salary, and then the remainder is really the expenses, you're gonna come up with a much better method of keeping your business alive and profitable. All right, think about that, guys. This is the Daily Espresso. Short shots.
That was a good one.
Big business ideas. Half rant, half motivation, half inspiration,
I'd say all rant.
and half all rant, and half. Well, there's a lot of halves in there, and a lot of and a lot of telling you off if you've been doing the wrong thing. It's for your own good, guys. You know, make a change, make it happen. This is the start of a new financial year. Don't let it be a repeat of last financial year. All right, guys. Thanks. Have a great cracking weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your questions. Thanks for your advice, and we'll see you next week. Ciao.
Bye.